doing everything they talk about. You know I'm everything a boss about. Not putting work and gotta toss them out. I'm really biting, they just barking out. I'm really riding, they just parking now. Hit street, what to talk about. See the big H when I'm walking.
All right. Here we go. First Down Magazine Athletes Forum Game of the Week. We have the Barcelona Dragons going to play the Raiders of Tirol in the Raiders home opener. And if there's one thing we learned about the Raiders is that they're not a team you want to play in any home opener. Just ask the Munich Ravens about them. Just ask the Helvetic Guards about them. Well, now Barcelona is in that role, and they're going to try to play spoiler, as they did last week with Milan. This is a fascinating game. Connor Miller coming off a great game versus the Milan Seamen. 394 passing yards and 4 touchdowns against the Seamen in that secondary. What I like about Connor, and I'm happy that we're getting to see him in a full season with a full off season. So what I like about him that he's doing this year is that he gets the ball out quick. He's very decisive. You know, his O-line is doing a good job by not letting him get touched. The only quarterback that hasn't been sacked this year, right? And also, he has a great receiving corps, right? We Theo Landstrom, Jordy Tordedia, Johnson, that receiver. So, Raiders are definitely going to have their hands full when it comes to this one. And Barcelona right now currently has the #1 passing offense, and the Raiders are 13th right now. So they're definitely going to get tested. But one thing about the Raiders is that, they may start off slow, but their second half adjustments have been phenomenal this year thus far. Munich Ravens, they only held to 7 points in the second half. The Guards, I don't even believe they scored in the second half. I could be wrong. But Raiders have been a better second half team based on the adjustments of what they've seen than they have in the first half. So that's something to keep an eye on heading into this game. Home opener for the Raiders. Do we get Sandro? We have yet to see Sandro play this year. All right, we had a chance to see all their weapons. The Jarvis, the DeMarcos, the Philippines, the running back. But is there an opportunity where we see Sandro this year? Sandro this game? I don't know. We'll have to see. My keys to the game for both teams. Right, keys to the Raiders, and I'm going to go to the defensive side, right? If you want to beat the Barcelona Dragons, you got to get after Connor Miller, right? You got to get him on the ground. You got to sack him. So Nicholas Gustav and those boys, you're going to have to find ways to get out the quarterback. Versus a team that hasn't allowed a sack all season, but also their receiving corps has been making plays. And another thing about Connor is his ball placement has been great this year. Back shoulders. Putting in great spots away from the defenders, and his receivers are adjusting them. So we'll see. I mean, I know a lot of people were down on Barcelona, but Barcelona's making everyone look stupid. Again, I was one of those that said I didn't think they were going to be as bad, but I'm not going to lie. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they've been thus far, but this is going to be the true matchup. And then the keys for Barcelona, right? It's, can you continue to bend but don't break? One thing I saw about the Guards last week versus the Raiders is that they were giving up plays, but they weren't letting the Raiders capitalize on those plays for the first 3 quarters, and then it all went to shits. Can Barcelona bend but don't break, right? And can they continue to? They're going to score points, right? But it's going to come down to the defense to make sure you keep everything in front. And you don't allow those playmakers to make plays. So this is going to be a great game. I'm excited for this game. This is who's the top dog in the Central, right? That's this game. And that's why it is the First Down Magazine Athletes Forum Game of the Week. And I'm rocking with the Barcelona Dragons to go to Innsbruck and pull off the upset. All right.